time is now 6:16 and it's time for What's Trending. We'll take a look at this strange alien-like creature. Scientists are excited after finding this newly hatched ghost shark off the coast of New Zealand's South Island at a depth of nearly 4,000 feet. They're calling it a very rare discovery, and one of the scientists on the team that found it says that they don't know a lot about ghost sharks, and what they do know comes from adult specimens. So they're hoping to learn a lot about this creature from this find.
It's really weird looking.
That's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Hence the name ghost shark.
4,000 feet down, I feel like those areas are not that well explored that much, so you're gonna run across some of these creatures like that.
It looks like one of the not the animals. It looks like one of the fish from Finding Nemo, where like they dive down really deep and it has the light on its head and it shines it, and then it's scary and
you just took the words right out of my mouth. But but another thing that makes me think of is that one story we did where we had what was it, the football fish or something like that?
The translucent fish.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of spooky things that live deep within the ocean, and when it's that many feet down, hundreds of feet down, obviously there's not much light down there, so it gets a little spooky to say the least. But yeah, Finding Nemo is the first thing that comes to my mind when we think about that. Then secondly, the football fish story that we did, which was pretty interesting.
But it's pretty interesting though, 4,000 feet. You're not going to get down there to explore it that often, so you're going to run into creatures like this, I feel like.
Yeah, and plus you're dealing with pressure too, because obviously the deeper you go, there's more water to deal with, so they got to adjust for that too.
Special equipment's needed for that.
Yeah, special equipment needed there.
But anyway, taking a turn here, during halftime, during the basketball games, either college or professional, one may see some sort of contest. A common one is the half-court shot. Well, one fan during the Bucks and 76ers game last night got a chance to win $5,000. The contest allows a participant to choose to make a free throw for $500, a three-pointer for $1,000, or a half-court shot for $5,000. And the fan went big and chose the $5,000 as he banked it in for the money. And that is awesome to see that. Coming up to the occasion, going big, all out, and he nails it for the money.
Would you trust yourself to make an attempt like that?
So yes, I personally would.
Really?
Yes, because
you got skills?
I can make a half court. Yes, I can make a half court. Granted, I haven't shot a basketball in about over a year, so it's going to take some time to like get used to and get my rhythm down. But yeah, I will make more half court shots. I actually make more three-pointers than layups. So I know it doesn't make sense.
How does that make sense?
But like during high school, that was like everything I was known for. I can nail a three-pointer, but I cannot make a layup to save my life.
Wow. Now, I'm the exact opposite. I mean, obviously, some of you may know I play basketball here at the YMCA a few days a week, and it's fun to get some exercise. And I'm better at making layups driving to the hoop or the post-ups versus the three-ball, because I can shoot the three-ball. It keeps it, and sometimes, a lot of times, it seems to hit the iron lately. I just can't seem to, that little back center area of the iron where it just bounces up, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, but the next thing you know, I mean, back in high school, I did make a half-court shot. We were just shooting around having fun, and I just took a ball. It was actually a girls' basketball game and swished it. So, and then, of course, at the Y2, I've also made some half-court shots. So every now and then you can get lucky.
Two hands or one hand?
Sorry, what's that again?
Two hands or one-handed?
Well, I had this hand to stabilize it, then it was, so I guess one-handed if you think about it.
More of a...
No, it's not like that or anything.
No, it wasn't a Hail Mary.
It's not the Hail Mary shot. It is actually the traditional shot, though. But we better keep going with our next story. Twitter is rolling out its expanded downvote option to more users in a worldwide test. Downvotes are a way for users to give feedback on online content. The social media giant first started testing the feature last year. The company says it will expand the downvote button to iOS and Android users soon. The feature is different on Twitter than on sites like Reddit. And on Twitter, the total number of upvotes and downvotes on an item it's not public. So instead, the platform uses it to tweak which replies users get to see. And Twitter says users downvote replies they see as offensive or irrelevant, and says downvoting may improve the quality of conversations on Twitter. And however, there was also concern that it can also silence dissenting opinions or may be used for harassment. And I don't know, it's kind of a mixed bag when you think about it, though. I mean, I think it can be good too, because I know there's a lot of things on social media you don't want to see. I mean, it could be spam, it could be someone posting offensive content, so you got to think about it too. I mean, I know Facebook has the angry icon, which people, I mean, you can almost kind of take that as a dislike button, right?
Yeah, that's how I've always taken it was just use the angry, or go on YouTube, they actually have the like and dislike button on there too.
Yeah, I think it would be good because then at least like it'll have more of an algorithm to decipher like which is good and what's not and what's trending and what's maybe, like you said, offensive or, you know, not okay. But I think it'd be interesting to have that on Facebook too because, you know, there are a lot of opinions and statuses, and I think it's just like it would be good to be able to have another option.
Yeah, one final thought before we wrap up. I mean, YouTube, they actually started hiding how many people dislike videos recently, so kind of an interesting note there.